Hello and welcome to There I Said It. I'm Georgia Alfredas.
And I'm Gary with the T.
Hi, darling. How are you?
Hi, Georgia Alfredas. This is a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
It is. You look so cute.
Do I really? I was going to say, you look like you may have been tanning or bleaching, one of the two.
Listen, probably bleaching. I got some new makeup. It's kind of orangey. I was trying it out. That's
but it's
the
cute.
thing.
To give you a tannish look.
Yeah, you know what? I'm either gonna match my neck or my arm. It's very hard for black people.
I know it's sad, honey.
But I guess white people, it's a whole bunch of different color whites, but it's so many different color blacks. Like I mix colors. You know what I do, Gary?
What?
I try to find. I go, okay, this is my daddy color. This is my mom's color, and I mix them. And then I always buy two colors. Mom, dad. And then under my eyes, grandma. You know what I mean? That's just how I do it. That's how I do it. But anyway.
I have all their colors in one. I don't have that problem.
Yes, darling. So what's new with you?
Child, nothing, honey. We're just trying to make it in this weary land. It's a beautiful day today. It rained yesterday here in the city of Georgia. And but today it's pretty. So, honey, I'm going to get out, honey, and probably go walk down the street, honey, and see if I can
take your top off.
Collect some money. Yeah, okay. Collect some money. Yeah.
Okay, a little street walking.
Yes, honey. Because I see all the people doing it, honey.
So you can do it too.
Yeah, with my little cup, they shake their cup. See somebody give me some money.
Gary, do you like the fall? Are you like into
Bitch,
like
I
pumpkin
love
spice?
the fall, honey.
I know why. I already know why. Because you get to dress.
Yes, ma'am, honey. I love the fall. I like to wear my light cashmeres and my light sweaters, turtlenecks, honey. And baby, when winter comes, bitch, that's when I go, honey, with it, honey. I love it.
But do you wear fur coats? Aren't you scared somebody might throw some paint on you?
Sure, they don't throw coats on black people. No, baby. Ain't no black people work too hard to get their damn furs, honey.
It's true. It's going to be a fight. You thought you threw some paint. Right.
As long as I've been having this damn coat on layaway and you're going to try to throw some blood on me? Oh, no, honey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of fashion, I consider you, Gary, one of my most fashionable friends because you just are. You always have been, even when we was broke. Not that we not still too far from broke, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? When we was broke, you was still fashionable. Do you think, because everybody was at Fashion Week and like Kanye West, the whole thing with Gap and Adidas, he's severing ties with both companies, allegedly with Adidas as well. We know he did it with Gap, but do you consider him a fashion icon?
No, not at all. He may try to come in the term of designer, but he is definitely not a fashion icon. Kanye never dressed nice to me. I've never seen it like, ooh, bitch, I got to get that Kanye head. Never, honey.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. Because like I said, he knows how probably know how to put it together. Because look how he changed Kim Kardashian's life.
Ooh,
she was a basic ass woman, but Kanye
she was so basic.
Exactly. So he helped her out. So he was be considered, some people, now I'm just saying, some of the girls probably say, girl, he was a punk in another life. Because he know how to dress, honey, and give it and do all that fashion sense. But no, he's definitely not a fashion icon at all.
You're so right, because he did turn Kim around. But when I look at him, when I heard he had that deal with Gap, that $1 billion Gap, I was like, you know what? He is so Gap. He is so Gap to me.
Yes, honey.
So,
definitely.
Anyway, did you see him at Fashion Week with the bedazzled flip-flops that really looked like he took a glue gun and got with it? And guess what? Everybody will be doing it now.
Yep, because Kanye did. So honey, he may be a trendsetter, but he's not a damn fashion icon.
That's what he is. He's a trendsetter.
Yes, he's a
trendsetter. But you saw them. You saw those Balenciaga shoes. Those were tight. The Crocs.
Honey, I love those glasses, honey.
Yes.
I'm wearing to them glasses. I was wondering who those glasses was about till I find them. Oh, they're Balenciagas. So see, honey, I can't see too well out of my sunglasses, but bitch, I still wear them.
You got to. Why you don't get prescriptions? I
got them in all my sunglasses, but the ones with the thin lens that you can't prescribe,
do it.
I have to, I fight with them, honey.
You just be driving with the glasses on?
Yes, ma'am, honey. Just don't come by me, honey. The price you got to pay, baby, for beauty.
Okay, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Nia Long and her
I've been praying
baby daddy. You've been praying night and day?
Oh, been praying. The prayer warriors were solicited. Oh, at first it was just, girl, it's some shit.
Listen, Nia Long, and for those of you, unless you live under a rock, you've heard that her Celtics boyfriend, is he her fiance? Did they ever get
coach.
engaged? I don't know.
Well, they had they call it a spiritual marriage.
Okay. Anyway, he cheated on her with not one, but two. And if it's two, it's really probably like 10, right?
Exactly.
Women that are in the Celtics organization. Let me tell you what he did. He committed the cardinal mistake. He slept where he ate.
No, bitch, he ate where he shitted at.
My God.
They tell you don't eat where you shit at.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I'm going to say something else, Gary. You mean to tell me so Garrett, when I walk in the room, I can tell if somebody been talking about me. You know that. You have that feeling.
Yeah, that
you
feeling,
mean to tell me.
That sense.
Yes. There wasn't one time where Nia was like, that's weird. You know what I mean?
Well, she may have, but this is just, let me just go ahead and tell you, honey, my thing about from what we're gathering. First of all, they're saying, honey, she was of not black, but she was of a European descent.
Oh, baby, I saw a picture of one of them, and she was plain Jane.
Yes, and this is the deal, honey. I would be highly pissed off, honey. That bastard couldn't tell me nothing. They're saying that right now, what they're doing, they're praying, they're talking to pastor, and pastor is praying over them and trying to work them back together. This fucker couldn't even talk to me no more, because this is what bothers me about a situation like this, Alfredo. And this is why, like, my coworkers are talking, well, yeah, that's why you don't have nobody, because you don't trust nobody. No, I don't really trust nobody, but this is one thing that would devastate me. And one thing I would never want, Alfredo, don't ever humiliate me.
Exactly.
She was publicly humiliated, and this is what really pissed me off. Like you just said about the sense of walking in. I do not want to walk in the doggone room, bitch, and the person that I'm sleeping with, bitch, is, hi, Nia, how are you?
Oh, let me get your
How
travel.
was your flight?
Let me get your, yes. Oh, and let me help you find a house.
Yeah,
What?
and she was the one screwing his ass.
She sees what bedroom. She was probably like, Nia was probably like, oh, he likes to look out here. And she's like, bitch, I know where he like to look. I mean, what? Helping her find a house in Boston. Oh, no, I'd want to fight that bitch. I'm not saying violence is the answer,
No,
but I can understand where those feelings would lead me to want to fight her.
That's one thing I do not want to be up in somebody's damn face, bitch. And like I was telling
That's the worst.
I tell this all the time to people. One of the things I would not want, I don't want to be walking over with my damn mate, honey, going to an event, bitch, honey, and I'm thinking I'm all cute and everything, honey, and everybody looking at me and a bitch across the room saying, yeah, I fucked him last night.
And guess what? Guess what, Gary? You know, everybody in that organization, they know we talk shop talk because we work for the same radio company. There are things we know that other people don't know, but we know if we work together, even though we're on different shows, we know things within our company. Everybody does. Within every company, there's shop talk. You mean to tell me there wasn't one person in that front office who could have been like, Nia, you know your man cheating, right?
Yes,
you know your man messing with Kelly, with Becky, right? I mean, maybe she didn't make friends, but I just feel like, could it have really been this secretive? Could it have really been this secretive for them not to know?
Could you imagine how friends you up in these goddamn people? Hi there, Sarah.
Oh, that's the worst.
And they didn't fuck your man. Girl, that would devastate me. And I want to kill him. That's one thing I would not. I do not want to be humiliated. You will not humiliate me. That's one thing. And when I was in a relationship, I let that bastard know, oh, no.
Yeah.
Your best out is to go. Because you're not about to have me. Here I am in the public, and I'm a public figure, and I'm all of these goddamn people facing somebody around or next to me that screwed your ass, honey. That's humiliating to me.
Oh, my gosh. I feel so sorry for her. I feel so sorry for her.
Yes, Lord. But we can't get back together.
You
I don't give a damn if we got kids or not.
That's a break baby, basically, what he did. That's worse than it's not worse, but it's up there with a break baby.
Yes, it is.
So do you think they're going to get back together?
Now this is what I was told, honey. They're saying she's just saying that, honey, for the public.
Yeah.
They said she's just saying that for the public.
I mean, Nia, come on. Her sister is, I just feel some more got to be like, girl, no.
That right there. And the kid thing about what bothers me too, and it started making you doubt yourself, honey, like, girl, am I good enough? Because
and she's beautiful and she's intelligent and she's talented.
And she got her own damn money.
Yeah. Bye.
But that's what happens though. And, like I was told, like my coworker said, that people think that men always cheat with the beautiful women. They don't want the beautiful women and all that. Huh. They want the low-hanging fruit for one damn thing. Right. Or they want the one that changes with least respect because they don't want to go through all the process with a beautiful woman with her stipulations and shit. A woman that is not as attractive, she just be happy to have your ass.
That's right. A beautiful woman, sooner or later, is going to want you to claim her.
No,
She gonna want you to leave your wife and claim her.
Exactly. Well, this woman here was married too, and that's some shit. Now,
Ooh,
now what he gonna do to her? Because honey, usually back in the day, honey, if follow me, Alfreda, if Leroy messed with Megan, honey, and Megan has a husband, honey, his ass is done, honey. Her ass, honey, they gonna find her somewhere that's not foreign.
Okay.
Honey. But
you already know this.
So
you already know this.
Hell, honey, this happening then. So they said she wanted to break it off. They said his ass was so smitten with him, he wanted her.
How dare him? They say he kept going, like he was saying stuff in front of other people. Like what? She's like, listen, I don't want to leave a good thing. I'm just trying to get my party on with you every once in a while, but I'm not trying to leave a good thing because her husband was an executive.
Yes,
or was she the executive?
Nah, one of them was, but baby, that is some mess.
Oh,
and it's
I would never in my life want nothing like that. No, because you're forced to leave. You got to leave. Because if you care about me, you would never do that. You would never do that to somebody that knows me. No.
Thank you. But then people will say, well, that's just one time a mistake. No, bitch, a mistake is
one time with two women.
Now, that's a mistake is when I bump into a car. When you sit there and have a damn affair, that's not a mistake. You know exactly what you're doing because the blood has to rise. You had to penetrate, and there it was, honey.
Exactly.
No.
You're right. I feel so sorry.
That's too much. I don't like. I don't like.
It's
that's
messy.
one thing I do not want to go through.
Yes, and I felt it'll be interesting to see what happens with them. I don't think she can stay. I think.
No. I don't give a damn. If the child would look at her child is 10 years old. Look, your daddy was a whore, and he was stupid.
Is this the conversation? What is this conversation you have with the baby?
Nah, so honey, we just got to tell him that, and we just could not be together. But they fixed his ass up too. They said, you know what? We're gonna let you go for a year.
Guess what? He's not coming back. He's not coming back because guess what? He screwed them and Nia. He screwed them both over. He screwed the Celtics over and Nia Long. Now they were a winning team. Now they got to find a coach during the season, like the season's getting ready. Like what?
And that's one of the reasons why if I was there, I would take his ass back. You know what, you bastard? Take that last check that you got and go find your ass some damn body. You ain't coming back to my damn house. No, ma'am, honey. And that's what, too much, girl.
So, speaking of basketball players, Larsa, Laura Larson, I'm going to say, she kind of gross. She's kind of
she may
nasty.
be kind of gross, but Miss Law said, you know what, bitch, honey, I'm making up for lost time. I married this big nose bastard when I was young with his beak nose, but now, honey, I'm finna go ahead on, honey, and give me some young boys, honey. This bitch said, I want everything young and black who got some money.
But Mike, her ex-husband, the father of her children, used to play with this man's father, for those of you, Michael Jordan. Okay, Laura Larson, who is Basketball Wives of Miami, one of the stars of Basketball Wives of Miami. She used to be cool with Kim Kardashian.
But wait up, she was married to though. Let's talk who she was married to.
She was married to Scottie Pippen. Right? She had kids with Scottie Pippen. Used to be cool with the Kardashians, but I heard she was too much of a whore for them to be around. And if you're too much of a whore for the Kardashians,
you gotta be a whore.
I mean, okay. So now she's dating, allegedly. Well, actually, there's pictures of them all. They say she was all in a man lap. Michael Jordan's son.
Yes,
he's like 32. She's 45. I ain't got no problem with the age. There's no problem with that. No. But there are a million other young basketball players that you could go out with. Why?
But they say she want to have a Jordan Pippen's baby, though. That's what she wants.
Stop that.
That's what
you stop that, Gary.
She want a Jordan Pippen's baby. And I mean, there's a lot of young guys you can go with, but baby, you're going with a rich son. At least you know they got some money in their family. He ain't broke. And so they know you keep getting some money from someone. And some people say, baby, because she never could get the daddy. Get the son.
Oh, what? It's just, I'm sorry, honey. Listen, I get it. She's a cougar. Like men do it all the time.
Oh, Jimmy to say that good. Men do it all the time. Let's be clear.
But these people play it. I bet her kids, I bet she maybe watched Michael Jordan's son as a child. Yes. Girl, some lines you cannot cross. This is just too much.
But they say, honey, if grass in the field, play ball. So, honey, hey. So, child, she like, honey, he a grown. He 32 now, honey. So, honey. So, Miss Larson say, bitch, she tired of these old-ass men, honey, that's peeing in her. Get her a young man.
Gary, what must Michael Jordan think and what must Scottie
He probably thinking, hell, damn, why I didn't get with her. You never know, honey. You just never know. They are men. So, honey, yes. So, but it's just a mess. But Miss Larsa said, y'all can go to hell. Because you remember we reported a while back ago, they were saying that they were going together, and people were saying, no, that ain't true. Well,
I just knew it wasn't. I was one of those who was like, come on, stop, y'all. That girl ain't that much of a whore. Y'all cut it out. I was one of those people.
Yeah, well, honey, she likes young men, honey. So, hey, girl.
And I don't mean to call her a whore. I'm not, I'm just saying.
We're going to call her a garden tune. And how about
yes,
that?
God dang, girl.
Yeah.
And, okay, this is different, but it's still nasty. What's wrong with Mystical? This is nasty on a different level.
But he's saying that, honey, he's insecure. This man, honey.
He's sick. He has a sickness.
Yeah, he does have a sickness. But sometimes when a person go to jail, baby, they get used to jail. They can't deal with being out in the civilian life. So they do something to go back to jail. Because they been left a boyfriend behind or something. So you just never know, honey. Yeah, people do that. So, honey, you never know who he left behind. And he wanted to get back to.
Okay.
Allegedly, maybe. So,
no, listen. This man, Mystical, y'all know, okay, we remember that he went to jail back in 2006 or something. He went 2006, 2004, 2006, spent 6 years in prison for allegedly raping his hairstylist and keeping her
hostage.
Hostage. Apparently he, raped her, and he also kept her hostage, like kidnapped her, allegedly.
And
so
fought with her too.
Yeah.
Kept her money.
So he went to jail for 6 years for that. Then, I don't know, what was it, 2018, 2016 or something? He went to jail for rape again for 18 months, but they couldn't find enough evidence.
Yeah.
So now he is accused of not only raping this woman, he's accused of praying over her, making her pray with him, do some Hail Marys, and then throwing holy water on her because he wanted to get rid of any bad vibes. I'm like, she might have bad vibes and you the one raping her, allegedly?
Yeah.
And he may never see the light of day again.
No,
they say he could get life.
But the thing about it is, though, honey, who was she? Because did you not know this bastard was crazy?
Okay.
Did you not know he was crazy?
When somebody, how do you, but maybe she didn't, how old was she? I agree with you. But you may think, why would this guy, come on. Who would think this man gonna rape me and throw holy water on me and make me pray? But yes, there is a pattern. There is a major pattern. What happened to Mystical, Gary? What happened? He was a sex symbol back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, he was the high baby. But
people loved him.
Yeah, but they're going to love him in jail again now. So, honey, it won't be no mystery.
Oh, my gosh.
It's just something, but we just got to pray for him, honey. But
yeah,
people lose their minds. And, sometimes when they get broke and stuff, they start going through all kind of crazy stuff, honey. It's so many different things, honey, but we just got to pray for him.
Yeah, we do. They say he was high. They say he's got a major issue with drugs.
Yeah, honey, that's all them drugs, honey, that'll do it.
That will do it.
Every time.
Speaking of jail, not really the same again. The same, but not the same at all. So, Rihanna is doing this. Can we say it? She's doing the
halftime
at the big show, right? Yeah. I think we can do it on YouTube, but whatever, and podcast. But anyway, so she's doing that show. Do you think A$AP Rocky will be there because it's in Arizona? Can he leave California?
That's the question, honey. I don't know, but people were wondering who she's going to bring on with. Some people thought she needs to bring Jay-Z.
She got to bring Jay-Z.
No, I don't know, because she don't need to bring none of that. Because my thing is, I wonder, what's the big deal?
What you about to say?
She must be about to come out with an album or something. Rihanna's all right, but goddamn, Rihanna don't do it for me like that. I'm sorry.
Ooh, she just doesn't you about to get these Rihanna fans are going to light you up.
The Navy, sorry, honey. Y'all going to have to do it, so, honey. And then my question was, too, I forget this baby, but I'm just asking, is the Super Bowl paying reparations now? Is that what it is?
Oh, wow.
Because, because we've been having all the African-American entertainers do the Super Bowl, so I was just wondering if they're paying back reparations. I don't know, but it's good, though. That's happening, but I was just wondering.
I don't think so. It was actually a great question. It was a good question, but no, I actually don't think so. But you know what? She got Fenty. People love her Fenty.
They love
her clothing line.
Yeah.
So I can't find the right colors for Fenty. I would love to be able to wear Fenty, but it's just I haven't been able to, work it out. I ain't been able to work it out. But anyway, I'm going to watch. I'm still going to watch because she will say something crazy. She will do something crazy. The one good thing you can't say about Rihanna is she speaks her mind. So, we're going to see that. We're going to see that, right? Yes, of course.
So good luck to her and kudos to her, honey. I said she ought to bring Foxy Brown. They say, no, she didn't bring somebody she made a song with. Well, reach back, honey, and bring some of your sisters, honey.
That would be hot.
Paved the way.
That would be hot, but yeah, I do want to see her and Jay-Z. I would love it. If Jay-Z gets on
Really?
stage, I love Jay-Z.
Oh my God.
Jay-Z's like my favorite. Who's your favorite rapper?
Who is my favorite rapper?
I mean, I do
like
think
Missy
Kanye's
Elliott.
a genius.
I like
Missy Elliott is amazing. Yeah,
she
she
made
is
good
amazing.
music back in the day.
She
honey.
is amazing.
I love
But
her, honey.
yeah,
But
she's
my
good.
favorite
She's
one,
good.
I don't know, child.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Every Wednesday, we drop a new episode. You have to make sure that you hit that alert button so that you get alerted every time a new show drops. And if you are listening to the podcast, if you're traveling, if you're on your walk, if you, on your Peloton bike, whatever you're doing, make it a point on Wednesdays to listen to the podcast or watch it on YouTube. And if you're listening to the podcast, make sure you rate us. And you got to do it 5 stars. Okay. We want 5 stars, right? I mean, because if you're going to do 3 or 4, just
1,
don't
2,
even
3,
do
4,
it.
5. Yeah.
Yeah, gotta be 5. Gotta be 5. All right, darlings, we will see you next Wednesday.
Yes, honey. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad.
Okay, and happy Halloween, because it's not even close.
Oh, shabba-la-la-la-la.